first it's back to Walthamstow and to what must be one of the most famous landmarks on the London skyline. The track itself was opened by this man, William Chandler, back in 1933. Walthamstow remains family owned by a new generation of Chandlers and has played host to canine stars ever since. Most were keen to race. This cheetah, not so it seems when he came to the track as a 1930s publicity stunt. Always at the forefront of the sport, Walthamstow was voted Track of the Year for the second time in 4 years at the BGRB Awards.
It was a terrific award to win, and with big thanks to all of our staff here at the track, from catering to marketing to the track staff to the bar staff and the racing office, of course.
And for the Stowe trainers, Mick Pusey, Fire Height Dan and Jimmy Reynolds, four-handed. Great really for the track itself.
Oh, it's wonderful, and it was a great night for them too. For Jim, Donna, Sue, Mick, Sue, all of them and all their connections. Really well done. Fantastic.
Well, that was 2004. What can Walthamstow racegoers look forward to in 2005?
Well, first and most importantly to me at the moment is getting the track finished, the new improvements, and I think we're all looking forward to that. So we're going to take that step, and that's been a big financial commitment. So let's take that step first, and that's way up on the most important list.
When do you think they'll be complete?
I think 2 to 3 weeks. That's what I've been told. So obviously little hitches happen now and again, but that's approximate.
And at a cost of, roughly?
It's a bit more than we originally quoted, but then everything always is. But with the figure we told you, it was over £100,000.
And the boss is happy with that? Of course they are.
Yes, of course they are. Everybody realises that this is the most important issue at the moment, and everybody wanted to get this done properly.
Walthamstow's favourite son, Fire Height Dan, was asked to do a lap of honour on Saturday following his Greyhound of the Year award. Both his owners and trainer Mick Pusey jumped at the chance.
Well, that's Walthamstow, isn't it? They wouldn't do anything less than this. And yeah, it's wonderful, yeah. And of course they got their own award as Track of the Year, which is blinding really. You've seen the improvements there tonight. When that's all completed, a week or so's time, yeah, great stuff.
And for Fire Height Dan, it's back to work soon, isn't it?
Yeah, he's been galloping now for nearly 2 weeks. He should trial before racing on Tuesday. If all the inside fence has been taken down, and then he's away.
And Mick, talking about the improvements here, tell us what's going to go on with the track.
Well, we've got a brand new Jeff Seeley hair on the outside of the track now, which is raised, probably 10 inches above ground level. As you see, it's all banked, and the sand now will go from that hair to the new running rail on the inside. So in fact, the track is going to be wider, with easier turn into the first, easier sweep out the second, and nice gradients all the way around. And it'll make it a lot easier for the dogs around here. I believe 1,200 tonnes of sand is going to be laid over an interval because it can't be integrated in one go. And it'll be a great running surface when all this happens.
So what about Saturday's racing itself? The Pepsi Marathon final was a showpiece event of the night, but the supporting card was also strong, with a number of big names warming up the large crowd before the marathon stars took to the track. After some decent performances of late, Ernie Gaskin's Fabo went off favourite in the puppy event over 475 metres, set to tracks an 11 to 10 chance from track 2.
Off and racing on towards the first bend, a flying start from Fabo in 2-3. Tino Spark wants the rails badly, then comes 5, Black Power showing good pace up. As they go around the first couple of bends, next 2, Fabo in front, leading here by a length and a half over 5, Black Power in second place. Then comes Storm Roy racing in third. Bit of progress from Tino Spark now beginning to pick up, but just forced to check there at the third bend. Meantime, up front, Fabo. Ernie Gaskin's dog out in front, up the centre of the track it goes. Fabo is clear. Tino Spark running on well for second, and back in third, Black Power.
Mixed night for trainer Gaskin, who would later lose that Grand Servant Erinaceous Flyer, nevertheless began well with Fabo winning in 28.96. Erica's Equity, a real crowd pleaser, pulled clear to win the maximum marathon over 880 metres, while Never Can Tell franked the form of last year's Racing Post Festival Stayers, which she won in the 6th bend event. Here she is coming away to win from Groupie's Cheeky and Ronnie's Flight. for Wimbledon trainer Paul Garland. Informed jumper Lethal Rumble was looking to stretch his winning run in the Pepsi Hurdle, but the bookies weren't taking any chances, making Linda Jones's dog a 1-3 chance to win.
Go for the Pepsi Hurdle and making the beeline for the rails is Kelso's Bruno. A little bit of bother there for Serene Cougar as well. They've jumped the first, and look who's in front. It's Lethal Rumble out in front here from one. Ballymac Mitch in second. After this comes two. Kelso's Bruno facing up towards the next, and Lethal Rumble jumping it low and flat, going 3.5 lengths clear from one. Ballymac Mitch after he's improving his sixth. Tiny backers, they come around the final bend, and 5, Lethal Rumble out in front. Could this be the 9th win on the trot? Yes, it is. Lethal Rumble wins easily in the end from Tiny Backer back in second.
No stopping Lethal Rumble once again at the Stowe, the favourite winning from Tiny Battle and Ballymac Mitch to extend his winning sequence, delighting the Jones camp with seeing him really flourish since being put over hurdles towards the back end of last year.
Yeah, that's 9 on the spin now, and he just seems to have taken to it like duck to water, you know, sort of. It was a decent dog on the flat, but we decided to give him a spin over, over the hurdles, and Jason schooled him for us and said he'd be, he thought it was something special. So
that's Jason Foster?
Yeah, that's right, yeah, and he thought it was something special, and it's proved to be, I think he's quite useful.
So Lethal Rumble thrills connections and those who cheered him on from the terraces. But as always at the Stowe, it's a cosmopolitan crowd made up of punters and those just enjoying a night out.
Well, it's my second time. We live nearby, and it's just a fun night out, basically. And well, it was quite an English experience for her.
That's my first time, first English experience, I guess.
Are you having fun?
I having fun.
And what's so special about a night at the Dogs compared to something else?
Well, I think it's just good, harmless fun. It's great atmosphere, and everyone's smiling, and just it's good to see the dogs around. Can't think of a better night out.
And across at the Classic Diner, a family-orientated enclosure, it's party time. A good family night out, the Walthamstow Dogs, yeah?
I think it's an excellent family night out. I mean, it's even for the young as his age, he's only 6, up to I've got one with 16, and they all enjoy it. I've been coming here since I was a kid, so it's really nice for me. I've had hen nights here, birthdays here, everything here, so it's good. It's a good night out.
And the kids are well fed and watered?
Definitely, and we're well fed and watered as well, so...
In fact, they're too fed and watered. I think they're having a great time.
They are having a great time, as you can hear.
Battling track, the runners are parading for the big race, the Pepsi Marathon final, over 840 metres. Setting the standard for others to follow in the heats was John Mullins' Flashing Tone. A 2-to-1 chance as the Dogs went to traps ahead of Blues Highway at 3s. It was to prove an absolute thriller.
Feature the Pepsi Marathon final, £2,500 to the winner. Great start from Flashing Tone on the inside, goes round in front. Blues Highway seems to get the better of Droopy's Puma there at the first bend. Checking back was Ballymeel Best off the second bend as they head down the far side first time. Flashing Tone in front by 4 lengths here from Blues Highway. Shrugs aside Droopy's Puma. A bit of a roar then as Blues Highway moved into a clear second. Passing the stand, circuit to go. Flashing Tone by 3.5 lengths from Blues Highway. Got a sighter. Then comes Droopy's Puma racing in third. After this comes High Nicholas. They head down the far side for the final time. Flashing Tone still 3 lengths to the good over Blues Highway. A couple back to Droopy's Puma. Trying to make a move now. High Nicholas also making the move. Hollywood Dolly. They come round the second last bend. Flashing Tone, gutsy in front. Still with a 2-length lead, but Blues Highway whittling away at that lead all the time as they come up the home straight. Flashing Tone and Blues Highway is going to be on the nod. Close! Oh, so close between Blues Highway and Flashing Tone.
What a finish, but for Blues Highway supporters in the grandstand, it was a last gasp victory, and one which they couldn't be certain was theirs as the runners crossed the line. By the shortest of short heads, it was Brian Clemenson's dog who got there from long-time leader Flashing Tone in a time of 53.67. Blues Highway wins another Stowe title, having won the Victor Chandler Marathon at the Racing Post Festival.
It was close. It's always close with him. Never wins too far in the big finals, but it was due a final. It's 2 photos he'd been beaten in the last 2, so.
But he seems to reserve his best for Walthamstow, seemingly.
He loves Walthamstow, yeah. There's a key to him. He's a good gambler's dog.
The Saturday night at the Stowe is rarely matched for atmosphere, stoked up, as always, by track commentator Colin Hawes from his perch in the grandstand.
I'll tell you what, you know, do the track commentaries on big nights, really big occasions, the Sky Nights, etc. They just love it, the punters here. You know, you must come racing here at Walthamstow. It's one of the best tracks, obviously, grand track of the year this year, but the punters love it. Even the internet, you can get people all over the world, places from Hong Kong, Australia as well, America. They just love the place and love the atmosphere here at the start.
And your commentaries?
I don't know about that, Jonathan, that's on the whole, but at times I do get a bit excited, and as you can probably tell, I've lost my voice over the last week, but that's another matter which you know about.
We share a passion for Chelsea, of course.
Yes, we certainly do, yeah.
So an early candidate for finish of